We're here with midfielder Georgi Mihailovic. We'll start off with questions, and then we'll go to head coach after.
Braden Nurse for the Denver Post. Georgie, what were you seeing on that free kick? Why'd you decide to go under the wall?
They didn't put someone behind the wall. I was close to the box. I took a chance. It's a chance that they don't jump, and I just look really bad passing it right to them. But yeah, just a decision in the moment.
Hi, Georgie. Keith, Tim, MDS Media. Not the result you wanted. It's a draw. But it's a win, a draw, and a draw. Even without getting 3 wins in a row, does it feel like the team is starting to get some consistency to they're starting to pull together more good performances back to back?
Yeah, definitely. In my opinion, we should have won the last 2. We give the game away in Houston. Today, don't know what the referee's saying, honestly. Last week they give 8 minutes extra time, and today 4 minutes when I feel like there should have been so much more. I don't understand these decisions sometimes from them, but that's not really an excuse. We show a lot of character going down 2 weeks in a row before halftime, and the response at halftime is exactly what we need and exactly what a winning team does, home or away. And especially at home, we like to keep our style of play, no matter who we play against. Seattle's a top team, and it feels like we overwhelmed them for the majority of the match. But yeah, the last probably 4 or 5 games, apart from the Vancouver game, we're showing who we are, and that's important. The consistency is very important.
What was your view on the foul call on Hoffa on what you guys thought was a game winner? And I don't know if you were in the scrum with the ref, but did you get an explanation from him?
He says that he sees a clear foul, but he calls it in a split second. No time. The ball goes in the back of the net, but he calls a foul before. It's impossible. Why have VAR? There's no chance for them to review this play. Yeah, it seems like also the free kick leading to their goal is not even a foul. So I really don't know what this guy's saying. But at the end of the day, these are no excuses why we don't get the win. We created so many more chances apart from that to find a goal. But yeah.
I just wonder what your thoughts were on Nico Henson's first start. That's the one goal in which seems like there's a lot he could do about that, but how you felt his overall performance was?
Yeah, he's very steady, very composed in the goal. That's what I felt. Yeah, it's nice that you rarely see the third or fourth string, goalkeeper coming into action, but you see that he was ready, and that's credit to Sharpie, our goalkeeper coach, for keeping them ready no matter what. It's also nice that young Zach is on the roster for the first time in his career. But yeah, we're obviously very happy for Nico. Apart from maybe he wanted the clean sheet, I didn't really see how that goal happened. But it doesn't seem like that was his debut. It seemed like he's been comfortable, and that's nice.
You mentioned conceding before halftime. It's kind of a trend on both sides of halftime in the 5 minutes before and after halftime that you guys concede this season. I think 8 of the 14 goals you've conceded this season is in that time. Is there a reason you think that's a trend?
No, I don't want to look too far into it. I also don't want to say it's a coincidence either. I think it's important for you look around the winning teams all over the world. They know how to manage certain moments in a game. I think we're going to learn from these experiences and know that when the most important games in playoffs and in the time before playoffs come, that we're going to know how to manage certain moments. And also the important thing is that we're responding the correct way. We go down, but we start the second half and stick to who we are. Those chances are always going to come.
Darren Yappy had a couple lefty shots that almost goats, and what have you thought? What has impressed you most about him in these last few games, just integrating into the system?
Yeah, he's certainly taking his chances. The goals are going to come. He got one in his first start of the season. But the pairing between him and Hoffa, I think, is probably the hardest working striker pairing in the league. And honestly, when you work that hard, the goals are the good karma, things like that are going to come your way. So he's taking his chances. And he's also very young, despite playing maybe 60, 70 games in his career. He's still a very young player. So he's going to continue to develop and grow in certain areas in the final third.
I can't remember if it was this week or last week on a rundown. Mike and Drew called Rafa the hardest working 9 in MLS. Just what do you see from him week in, week out in training and in matches that just makes him as good as what he is?
He does everything that a number 9 needs to do, and everything that we want to see. Yeah, you just look at the numbers in terms of how he works off the ball, and also you're seeing this year that he's certainly he's grown into being a killer on the box. And when you work that hard and you also have the goals to prove that you're a top striker, it's the best, especially for the players behind us.
We're joined by head coach Chris Armas. We'll go ahead and start off with his general thoughts, and then we'll go into questions. Chris?
Yeah, look, we are really grateful. Our fans came out tonight, our biggest crowd of the year. The building had brought energy. Our fans were amazing tonight, and we are grateful that they support us the way they do. They really pushed our guys. We always talk about energy around here. And I think that our fans give our players energy, and everything we do is try to give our energy to the fans in this back and forth. But that's the first thing. We've challenged our group for consistency and performance that look like us, a team that plays with intensity and real aggression and the whole bit. But that's our third in a row now, 4th out of 5. If you include the Charlotte game, so 3 games in a row that we look like a team that's hard to beat, that goes after games, that plays attacking, energetic, entertaining football. And quite honestly, we probably did enough to get the win tonight. We score a goal. The whistle's blown. We're not sure that's a foul. I don't think it is, but Porig had called the league last week and talked about some of this stuff and some of the calls, but tonight it looked like that Hoffa did enough in a clean way to earn that goal, which would have been great. So, but I'm mostly proud of the way our team went after it tonight. And from the very start, we knew that we'd have to be at our best against Seattle, a team that's been coming off a big win, traditionally one of the best teams in MLS. And I think we put them in a real game. And I'm proud of the way my team went after it.
Hi, Coach. Once again, or one more time, congratulations on your upcoming induction to the Hall of Fame. You talked about consistency with the team, where it doesn't seem like it's so much the team is yo-yoing between games, that it's been 3 straight results, 4 out of 5. Is it just finally all the work coming together? Is there something different in training that's been going on? What can you attribute to that consistency finally taking place?
Well, yeah, there's just a lot that goes into it. It's an everyday process for us around here. But what we have said is that we have a way of playing. We have a reference point, our style of play, our principles of play. And we don't really vary from that. That type of intensity when we don't have the ball, pressing high. We did it. Cole Bassett has a breakaway tonight and hits the post from a pressing moment. But it's a bunch of guys. It starts with recruitment. We get the right guys in the door here, and then it's not easy to put yourselves out there. It's a physical demand that's huge. It's a playing style that has massive demands. That even with the ball, this tempo and verticality that, again, I think we keep chipping away at, understanding it more. We've added some pieces into the team this year. And I think it is coming together. I do think the 2 strikers has helped us do a bit more of that, a little more verticality, a little more tempo. Georgie and Cole underneath in the pockets allows for verticality. So, yeah, it's just a process. Every day we're back to the drawing board to try to add. This year it's about adding to the foundation, and that's what we're doing right now, and that's the consistency comes from.
Braden Nurse for the Denver Post. I assume your viewpoint of the Hoffa foul wasn't much better than ours, but were you able to talk to anyone about it? Did you get an explanation on it?
No, we're not asking for an explanation. We're not. We know that the referees they have a big task. It's not easy. It's typically plays like that, goals these days, 2025 around the world. Those plays are let out to play on. That you don't blow the whistle typically, and that VAR we get less of the big calls wrong these days with VAR. But once you blow the whistle, I think it removes it. It can't even be looked at. At least that's how I understand it. So no, I wasn't asking for explanations. I said to the referee after, like, listen, maybe it's the whistle comes a little premature. That's it. I'm not after the crying over spilt milk here. So the worst part about it is our fans could leave with the points, and our guys can get the biggest reward, maybe sole possession of second place if we get all those points.
Throughout the season, the team's been really good on set pieces, whether that's Georgie on penalties and free kicks or just the whole team on corner kicks. What are you guys seeing on those plays?
Listen, Chris Sharp, our goalkeeper coach, set piece coach, he puts a lot in. This group, this big buy-in with the set pieces and dead ball situations in those moments. When Mihalovic is on the ball, he makes things happen. On the free kick, it's clear that he does. We have a couple of good looks on the corner kicks tonight. Chidozie gets a header, free header. I think Cole Bassett gets a look. So yeah, we said that we've planted seeds on those things. We've planted the seeds, and we're going to reap the rewards. And they stay after and work on this stuff. And Georgie puts a lot into the free kicks, and even knowing the wall's going to jump tonight, like they're on it. So credit to those guys.
Don Pablo Rapidrant, hey coach, you guys have 7 matches coming up in May. How will your depth be tested, and who are you looking for to step up?
Yeah, listen, we take it one game at a time, but we like our roster, so I would anticipate. I mean, I'm not looking too far ahead. I know we have a bunch of games in a couple of those Wednesday matches, so we're not running everybody back every time. We have, as you can see, guys like Connor Ronan coming off some of the little setbacks that he had. Wayne Fredericks making some noise. Obviously, we have Cudi Pietro getting himself going. He'll play with the second team tonight and tomorrow and just keep getting going here. So guys like him and we have Kevin and Calvin up the pitch. There's guys all over the place that you saw we would play Jackson Travis at left back tonight. We believe in the young players, the guys that have it, play with energy and real belief and love this club. So when the time comes, we'll go into we'll use our roster. We're looking forward to that stretch of games.
This first minutes of the season, he maybe gets in some foul trouble, but otherwise looked good. Same with Nico Hansen, looked comfortable. Just what did you think of those guys on the night?
I think Nico Hansen played great. I mean, it's a night. It's not getting shelled with so many shots, but just sometimes tricky because you got to be really good in little moments, even with his distribution, his goal kicks, and with his distribution was long tonight and accurate. And I thought he looked really comfortable in a few decisive moments. Came up big for us. So, anytime these guys get a chance, I'm really excited when they get those moments because they get to show themselves who they are, and he's standing really tall after that game. So I'm proud of the way he stepped on, but I see him every day, and it gave us a lot of confidence that he was going to get that chance. And Jackson is he's our cover at left back. When Sam Vines and it's competitive there, and we know about Jackson last year. He played games and he showed up in all those games, but then had moments of growth. He used all the little challenges last year for opportunities for growth. Had a setback with his wrists and his hands, and he's been training well. So nothing he did tonight surprises me. It's why he got the start because he's understands the way we play, commits fully to it, plays with intensity and energy, loves to get forward, and he loves this club. These guys that have come through, they love the club, and we love that about our team. So, yeah, the young guys will get chances with me.
Hi, Coach. It's the third game with Kevin Cabral coming off the bench after starting the first few games of the season. Not tough to ask someone who's a starter to come in and then be a sub, but he's come in the last 2 weeks, made big contributions on some big plays. What can you say about his professionalism and his willingness to just be a team player, to do what it takes to have the team to win?
Yeah. Kevin Cabral is a team first guy around here. He's a professional. He comes to work every day and commits fully to the team. He's dangerous. He's quick. He injected some life at the end of the game. He had the winning assist until it wasn't the winning assist. He was the one, I believe, who chipped it into Rafa. He almost gets one where he dribbles around the goalkeeper and has a header that most goalkeepers in the league might not save. So in a short span of time, he looked dangerous, and that's good for Kevin. It's good for it's good for the team. It's good for his confidence, and I think he did a nice job off the bench. And listen, when we decided to go to 2 strikers, Yappies are the number 9. So I think it's a good role for Kevin too, and we have other guys that can play up there. But I think it was a strong night for him. I wish that goal would have counted because it would have meant that assist would have counted.
Coach, this is 3 goals in the last 3 games for Georgie. I believe, 6 goal contributions over the last 5 games. What are you seeing from him each week in training to continue to have that hunger to deliver and perform each week?
Yeah, listen, Georgi Mihailovic is one of the most competitive athletes I've been around. It's good that me and him weren't teammates because we might have killed each other. He's so competitive. So if you ask what I'm seeing in him every day, he's a competitor, he's a winner, and he's very, very clear in the final third, which means his ability to slow down in moments and decisive moments, to give the right pass at the right time with the right pace on it, to step up and calm down even on the goal that he scores. He's about to take, but he walks over, he whispers to whoever was up there, steps back, calms. He does have this ability, like the very best players, to figure out the final third. It's why I think that in time he'll continue to be in the conversation for the national team. I think he's got such an ability that this world class talent that he has in the final third. So what I get to see every day is a guy that loves scoring. He'll probably will tell you he loves the assist more, but right now he's getting the goals and he's not going to complain about that. So yeah, we're lucky to have him. We keep challenging him to be more, to do more, to his leadership. He's got more to go, I promise you, but we got a good one in him.
We'll conclude the press conference there. Media interested in Mixo, please stay.